And this is the truth. I'm home.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Inside the Storyline Podcast right here on YouTube. And I am your host, Dutch the Creator, 1/3 of Inside Storyline Podcast crew. My crew couldn't be with me today, but I am going to bless you guys with a Raw review. And this is one of the best Raws I've seen in a long time. Why? Why is that? I don't know. Maybe because it was a guy on there that left the company almost 10 years ago. And he goes by the name of CM Punk. And that's what we're going to be starting off with this review on. Mr. CM Punk, Phil Brooks himself, made his triumphant return to WWE at this past Saturday's Survivor Series, and a lot of people, man, thought that would never in a million years happen. But as he said, as Triple H said, hell has frozen over. Because if you guys just think about it, man, just think about it. This guy had a lot of grievances that he got off his chest in 2014. And rightfully so. Like he said in this promo, he's changed. And I think he understands that WWE has changed. It's a lot of change, the word change coming along in this whole situation. Triple H was at the press conference and he said, you know, this is a different company, okay? Triple H said he's changed. And I believe that people can change. Not a lot of times. You know, a lot of times when we, you know, become older, we get stuck in our ways. But every once in a while, we have that moment of clarity to where we're like, okay, let bygones be bygones. And let's, like CM Punk said at the end of the show, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. And Mark Henry said something that I really liked when he was giving his analyzation of Punk coming back. He said, you know what? Punk has changed. The thing is, you got to understand a person like CM Punk. CM Punk is a person that is very, very emotional about his craft, and he's passionate about this business. And we got to understand that he did love this business. Like he said, he did love being home. This is home for him. I like how CM Punk brought up Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman said this in an interview years ago. He said, you know, he told Punk, the only way you're going to, you know, succeed in WWE is you will have to leave this place and come back. We seen that with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes had to literally quit the WWE, ask for his papers to leave so he can go find himself, you know? And I looked at that promo of CM Punk and I seen a different person. I seen a person that just had a boulder taken off of his back as far as expectations. You see what I mean? The thing about when he went to AEW, he had a lot of expectations on him. He had a lot of ring rust. He had a lot of things he was thinking about for the last 7 years. And when he went there, he got met with a lot of hostility. When he went there, he got met with a lot of vitriol against him for things that they perceive him to be. You see? And I think he got caught up in that whole debacle that Mark Tony Khan has with that company. I like, and I still do like AEW. I watch it here and there. Christian is probably the greatest heel of all time. I don't know who's doing it better than Christian right now. I like MJF. Of course, I like Edge. I like people over there, but you know, Tony Khan need to just take a step back somewhere and reevaluate how he does business, because him letting the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega run that show is running that whole entire promotion into the ground. And people wanted CM Punk to talk about certain things that happened at AEW. At the end of the day, WWE is not worried about AEW. It is not competition for WWE. So they are not about to sit there and basically talk about a product that doesn't exist to them. You see? So at the end of the day, I'm glad he didn't bring up that. I'm glad he brought up why he's back at the WWE after almost 10 years. He said he's there for us. He says he's there because this is home for him. This is home for CM Punk. He said he is at home right now. That word is powerful because he's acknowledging that what he did, be it he had all right to do, he's over that. And the company is now over that. I said, you know, a strong possibility may be Vince McMahon is not making the final decisions anymore. And rightfully so. He should feel like that. He should feel like he is accepted. He should feel safe, you see? And he pointed on that aspect of feeling safe and, you know, coming back there, and he's getting all of these hugs and he's getting well welcomed into the fray of WWE. Now, is it going to be controversy? I don't know. Dealing with CM Punk, I do not know. He said it himself. He's a very controversial person. And a lot of people don't like CM Punk personally. I still think they want to do business with him, though. Rollins, he doesn't like him personally, but he wants to do that business. He wants to do that business. And you even heard it in his commentary or his promo tonight, you know. He said that man's name for a reason. It's going to be a fight. And I believe he's going to lose the belt. And then they're going to have their feud. They don't even need to fight for the belt. CM Punk don't even need a belt right now. The thing is, he need a nice feud. He needed a nice feud to get our mind off of that AEW stint. You see what I'm saying? And I think Seth Rollins, you think about it, everybody's coming from AEW. Well, Cody came from AEW. He fought Rollins, and that went pretty well. I think CM Punk first opponent should be Seth Rollins. You see, right after Seth Rollins get done with Drew McIntyre. And we're going to get on Drew in a minute, but what I want to say about Punk's return, it was just, I watched that thing over and over and over. It's surreal, you know? And we talk about the Bruno Sammartinos. We talk about the Bret Harts. We talk about Ultimate Warrior. We talk about all of these individuals who we never thought in a million years to come back to the company, and they actually did, you see? But CM Punk is the only one that can still wrestle, you see? Bret Hart, he really couldn't wrestle. They gave him the U.S. Championship consolation prize, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I believe he's going to wrestle his ass off, and you don't need to have CM Punk be there every week. That's he shouldn't. He should be an attraction, but he shouldn't be out like Roman Reigns. You see, do he need a belt? Like I said, no, he doesn't. All he have to do is give some good storylines, and I think that's what the people want. We just want great storyline. We just want great feuds. I want you to get personal. I want you to get controversial. That's what the whole product is about, you see? He also mentioned that, you know, sometimes in your life, you got to reflect on things, you know? He mentioned how he wanted to come back to the WWE. He wanted to do this, you see? And he said he loved the crowd. He said, I love you. I love you. Now, I did see the return to AEW. you know, and I think he was genuine, but it was something about this promo, and a lot of people don't appreciate this promo because he didn't talk about AEW. He didn't, you know, go in on the Young Bucks. He didn't, you know, you guys got to understand, we got CM Punk. We got him back, and he said he loves you. So at the end of the day, if he loves you, he wants to make you happy. And I think Triple H, with the storytelling that he's been doing, can get with Punk and come up with some of the best years ahead for Punk than he ever had in the company. You know, as long as Punk don't get injured. He is very injury prone. I hope he, you know, just take it easy in that ring. But for the most part, I think Punk is a new person. I'm a new person myself in the last 5 years. And I think he understands business. And even if he don't, the WWE machine, they put out fires before you even spark it. You know what I mean? They're like the Minority Report. They get rid of that quick, you see? So I don't even think Punk can even get to with he's like that press conference that he did with Nick Khan. Tony Khan, that will never, ever happen at WWE. I'm sorry. Shout out to Chris Jericho on that one. Do y'all think Chris Jericho will ever make a triumphant return? I think Chris Jericho is going to eventually come back home to the WWE. Now, let's get on to some more other news in this broadcast of Raw. We have Drew McIntyre confronting Seth Rollins. And in my mind, I'm like, man, you know, gonna ask for another match, dog? Like, he just beat him. He just beat you. But he put a little stank on it. He put a little hot sauce on it. He say, you know, the thing is, I'm too nice. I'm too nice of a guy. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I gave you sympathy. And what they're doing with Drew right now is what I've been wanting them to do. And I like that slow burn. This is Triple H written all over. I like that slow burn, that methodical burn. I didn't like it like a month ago, but I said, if they're working towards something, I can tag along. I get it. Now I get it. Now I'm seeing the silver lining. They are bringing back the Scottish Psychopath. What do you know about a psychopath? A psychopath has no sympathy. Come on, y'all. Work with me here. A psychopath have no empathy. A psychopath can mimic the shit, and that's what he did with one Sami Zayn later on in the show. He's sitting there, oh yeah, you know, maybe I really need to rethink this. You know, Sami like, yeah, you know, you just gotta get out there and do what you gotta do, man. He like, yeah, Sami, you know what? I'm gonna work my way back up. And Sami like, yeah, man, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna do it. He's pretending, he's mimicking this emotion. And what does he say? Go to Adam Pearce. Tell him to book me a match against you. Woo! Woo! And that's basically what he was telling Seth Rollins, you know? And Seth is ready for any fight. We all know that. But I think Drew McIntyre is going to have his number. I think Drew McIntyre is going to win that belt at Royal Rumble. Man, I can see it. I can see it. And that's when CM Punk is going to strike. He's going to come out and confront Seth Rollins. Maybe that day or maybe on Monday Night Raw. And they're going to, you know, have it out. They're going to do like a 3-match deal there, like they did with him and Cody. You guys got to understand that when we look at certain things and we try to, you know, pinpoint where Triple H is going to go with it, it's one of them things where once we think we know where it's going to go, he takes us somewhere else. We thought that Cody was going to be on SmackDown. That's why they gave him the titles, the tag team titles with Jey Uso. And that's how he's going to get back to Roman Reigns. They even gave us a nice, juicy-ass stare down when Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes looking at each other like, you know, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you. And that right there is what I'm saying. We don't know. LA Knight, he's in the cut. You know, we don't know what they're going to be doing with him. They dialed him down a little bit. But we got a lot of time to WrestleMania, baby. So I think Drew is going to do something. I think he's going to do something big. And without further ado, let's talk about Randy Orton, man. How many people thought that, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. They was teasing it tonight. How many people thought that Randy Orton was going to give Rhea Ripley her comeuppance and go ahead and hit her with an RKO? It's like Randy Orton is probably the only person that can attack a woman and it'll be cool. I mean, the president will say it's cool. Everybody will say it's cool. Like, you know, that's Randy. That's an RKO. It's cool. And I thought that was going to happen. But she basically was talking about some mommy this and mommy that. And my man said, well, daddy's home. Woo! Daddy's home. Hey, man. Your man Apex Predator is looking very, very swole, too, man. I mean, woo! That man is looking, I mean, he is jacked. But anyway, you know, JD McDonough and Dom came out after Rhea was basically trying to recruit Randy Orton for the Judgment Day. I mean, they some recruiting motherfuckers, but you had my man JD McDonough take so many goddamn hits just to get into Judgment Day. But Randy pops up, hey, you want to join us? Randy's like, nah, I'm good, and I don't, you know, fare well with people telling me what to do. You feel me? So that's where it was. And then they came. She say, well, we offered it to you. Now you're making us an enemy. And Randy Orton kicked their ass and then told Dom that, hey, man, I want you tonight, which he killed Dom in that match. I mean, Randy is just that guy. And I think he's back, like he's back. I mean, your man is on 100. I mean, he's looking good out there, man. He's looking very, very swell out there. So shout out to Randy Orton. I don't know where he's gonna go. He said he's trying to, you know, get back at the bloodline member by member. And then Jey Uso came up to him in the back and was like, look, bro, I'm sorry. I'm a new person now. Cody's, you know, he traded me here so I can, you know, get back on my feet with this and redeem myself. And they shook on it. But I really think that Randy Orton is going to do what a Viper does. Randy Orton will be healed within a month. I'm going to say that. He's going to be healed within a month. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm right on that. Cody Rhodes came out and basically said, I'm going to continue my story. And through doing so, I'm going to be the first entrant. I don't think he said first entry. He's going to be the first to announce his entrance into the Royal Rumble. Now, we was thinking that, you know, that was going to be it. But Shinsuke Nakamura, he basically came on the screen and he let us find out who he was actually talking to, which a lot of people thought he was talking about CM Punk. Even though CM Punk did show up, he was talking about Cody Rhodes. And he talked about privilege in those last little segments a couple of weeks ago. And now I see everything. I got to go back and watch and see what he was saying. But I guarantee it was towards Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes did the blind turn. Stop turning people blindly. Did that and missed in his face. The thing about that mist, they really have to spit on your face. And if you know me, man, spitting in the face is just nasty. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I guess it's gonna be, you know, his last little obstacle, and that's gonna be good for Shinsuke as well, to up his stock. And I'm glad how they're using Shinsuke right now with this methodical Japanese like assassin type, you know, just thorough, just I'm going to murk. And he told Cody, I'm going to bring your life to chaos. And I was like, wow, oh, they going to do this over the next 6 weeks? It's going to be like some Cody's walking in the back and Shin is behind him, and then he turns around and he's gone, but he sees like a goat right there. So I'm like, he's about to mess with that man's head, and I really like this. I like this for Cody, and they gave Cody a lot of things to do this year while he waits for that next victory. And I'm going to put it out there, the next victory in the Royal Rumble. Now the thing is he going to win the Royal Rumble? I think he is. It's between him, LA Knight, and CM Punk. I don't know. CM Punk might be fighting that night. But that's all I really got, you guys. We did have Judgment Day. Drew Priest. He's looking like he's about to get up out of there. You know, Rhea Ripley, she's about to manipulate some things to get Priest the fuck up out of there. That's all I really got for you guys, man. I just wanted to jump up here for a hot second, get y'all a nice little 20-minute review. Y'all go down in the comment section and tell me what was your favorite part of last night's Raw. And on top of that, man, what do you think of the CM Punk promo? Did he deliver, or was it a dud? Y'all go down in the comment section, and always, please don't forget to hit that like button and share this video. And you can always follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and IG. Appreciate you guys coming through. This has been Inside the Storyline Podcast. I was your host, Dutch the Creator, 1/3 of Inside Storyline Podcast crew. Shout out to my man Zoe Black, the other co-host, and my other co-host, the Bronx Legend. Y'all stay inside the storyline, because we will. And don't forget that ring that motherfucking bell. Let's go, baby. Catch you on the next one down the road.